Hey everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. Welcome to my new setup. It's still a work in progress and I do want to get a rug in here to help with the echo. Hopefully it's not too bad for this video, but I have lights up and I have my hair done. I feel like a beauty guru. Anyways, this video is going to be me reviewing the products I purchased in September. You guys seem to really like the last one that I did. So I give myself a couple months in between purchasing and reviewing so I can actually give you a decent review. I separate the products into categories. It's either something that I regret and didn't like at all, or maybe I forgot about it, wasn't worth my money. The second category is things that I like and they're definitely serve a purpose in my collection. I do use them, but maybe it's like a tool or something that isn't like a wow item for me. And then the third category is things that I love and use and I'm so happy they're in my collection. And so this time around I have 6 items, a little bit smaller than last time. I know my August haul was relatively massive because I was doing my sister's bridal makeup. There are 2 pieces in this haul that are kind of the last bits that I purchased before going to Maine to do my sister's bridal makeup. So there are 2 things in there that I did purchase for that purpose, but we are just gonna jump into it. And I have to say I'm very excited about this time around because there are 0 things that I regret. There's only 6 items and every single one I have been using consistently. Even the things that are in like the just okay category, I still have been using and still have been enjoying, but they're just not like wow items, but I'm still happy to have them. Does this make sense? Anyways, let's just go into the 6 items, starting off with the 3 that I like, but they're not like my favorite thing. So the first thing that I have is the Sephora and Vera Mona Color Switch collab. It's one of those little doohickeys where you can swirl your brush in and it kind of dusts off excess eyeshadow if you're like changing colors or switching colors, or if you're using a bronzer blush but also for blush you can like swirl it in without having to clean your brushes and be able to use it in like seconds. This is definitely a handy thing to have and I'm really happy that I do have it. I just feel like it's not something that I'm like, oh yes, I love having this. I don't know. I guess it is pretty decent considering I've been washing my brushes less. I don't know if that's a good feature, but it does come in handy for those moments where maybe you need to blend your eyeshadow and then you need like a clean blending brush, but you can't quite find one. You can just swish this in, or I use this for my sister's bridal makeup just as like a quick like, oh crap, I need this brush for 2 things, or I didn't pack enough like eyeshadow packer so I could use this. It does come in handy and I am happy to have it. It retails for $18 at Sephora and it's just like it's a staple item. I think the reason why I don't love it is because I have also used like the dupe, which is going to the dollar store, getting one of those like hair donuts and using that because it does the same thing. But this is definitely a little bit more professional, a little bit neat, and it does serve a purpose and I'm happy to have it. The second item I have is this lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. It's in the shade Supersize Me, and I got this for my sister's bridal makeup. You saw it in the tutorial that I did. Here is a swatch. Hopefully my swatches are going to be coming out. I think the lighting might be a little bright. Maybe that's better. Anyways, that's the color. It's a very beautiful bridal nude. Now it does say on the website that it's a 6-hour wear, so it's not like a 24-hour type of lip liner, but it did a great job for her makeup. I'll put a picture on the screen if you missed it, but it was just really nice in bridal pink and it did stay on very, very well throughout the whole entire wedding and it didn't rub off on her now husband, so there's no transfer when kissing. So it's a great product if you need it to stay on your lips and not move on to anybody else, or maybe if you're, I don't know, doing product shots with a glass and you don't want lip marks. I don't know your story, but it does not transfer and I can definitely attest to that. And I guess it is waterproof as well. So it is good for if you're drinking beverages or if you're at a wedding. It just is a really nice lip liner. The only reason it's in this category versus like the loves category, because I have really been enjoying it, is just because it's a little drier than my typical preference for a lip liner. I like something more of like a gel formula or something really creamy. So it does drag a little bit when you're applying. It can be a little patchy when you're applying, so it's a little finicky, but the end result is really nice and the longevity is really nice. So I do like the product. It's just not my favorite lip liner formula. The final item in the likes but not like in love with category is the little set that I got from Tarte. It's the 9 Ways to Shine. It's their holiday blush trio this year. And so each one, so there was 3 of these. I did give away 1 because I did not need 9 blushes in my collection. I don't even need this many, but it definitely sucked me in because it was $35 and you do get 9 products. So the first set I have has Frosty, Sleigh Bells, and Shimmering. This is the one I've been using the most. The highlight is really pretty. These blushes look very similar when you're looking at them, but this one has like a really beautiful shine. So you really don't need to add a highlight. So it's kind of just a nice blush topper. And then this color is a really pretty like matte pink, which works really well for my complexion. And then the other one that I have is this one, which is I think for more deeper skin tones, but I wanted to experiment with different blush colors because I always gravitate to the same dusty mauve or the light peach. And I just wanted to get a couple options because I did only have 2 blushes in my collection. So I definitely feel like I rounded out the rest, and I think the price was definitely right. The whole set contains 6 blushes and 3 highlights if you're going to keep it all for you, or if you want to give one of these away. It's definitely a nice little gift, and I was happy to pass it along to someone who enjoys it. So moving on to the 3 things that I love and use, and I'm so excited to have like game changer items. So the first thing that I have is the only thing that I've really been using for my brows, except for that one day. The last video that I posted, I think it was, I used something at work. I forget what it was, but I had some pretty bold brows that day. But this one here is what I've been typically using. You can see it on my brows today. It just looks very fine and feathered. This is the Brow Blade from Urban Decay. It's a 2-sided item. So you have the typical pencil on this side, similar to like an Anastasia Brow is. And then on this side, you have this little Sharpie marker. It's super, super fine and precise. I don't know if you can see that, but you can easily get little tiny hair strokes, and it makes it so easy to do my brows without overdoing it. It's the most natural looking brow product that I've found. And I also like that it is waterproof, so it's not gonna smudge throughout the day. You're not gonna like wipe your brow off when you're like wiping your forehead. I've actually has slept in it and I wake up and my brows are still on, which is awesome. So this is a great product if you are wanting a more natural brow, you don't know where to start. You kind of get 2 in 1, so if you aren't sure about a pen versus a pencil, you do get both. It retails for $26. It is vegan, which is awesome, and I highly recommend it. It's so good. Urban Decay brow products in general, I feel like are just like under the radar, but they are some fantastic brow products. The next product I have was another holiday set, and this is the Buxom Gimme Glitter Mini. So it included 5 mini lip glosses from Buxom, which I love their formula. And so I was happy to get 5 minis because I feel like I can actually finish these up versus getting a bunch of full sizes and then only using maybe let's be honest, I'm using like what, 1/8 of it. So I got this one because it had a whole variety of shades and it was $25. I definitely thought the price was right for me because it ends up being like $5 a piece. I do get a Sephora discount because I work there. So for me, definitely worth it. The color that I've most been using, actually these were the 2 that I've been using the most because I didn't want to open all of them up at once. So these 3 that I haven't used yet is Claire, Eve, and Joy. So Claire, Eve, and Joy. Claire is like a hot pink. Eve is like a very light nudie pink. And then this one is more like light nudie beige. Like a beige-ish peach. No, I feel like it's more beige. Yeah, that's that color. And then the 2 that I've been using the most or have already opened, we have Celeste, which you guys have seen a few times in my project pan. It's just a beautiful topper. It's like it's the gorgeous color. Well, you can't quite see the color, but you can see that shine. It is almost my exact skin color, so I'm not surprised you can't see the color. But the second one that I've really been enjoying is Holly, and it looks like crazy bold and red, but when you put it on, it's like the most beautiful cranberry sheer like stain. So isn't that pretty? It's been a great option since we are already in holiday for work to add a little bit of this on, and it still looks like holiday-ish without it being like a bold red lip, which I've been enjoying. I don't think that one is available currently on Sephora's website. I saw that it was out of stock. Hopefully it comes back because that was definitely a great item. Or if you see it in store, definitely snag it because I really have been enjoying them so far. And then the final item is this guy here. This is from Olaplex. It's the number 7. It's the bonding oil. It retails for $28, and you would think that $28 for this tiny thing is a ripoff, but you literally only need 2 drops. Usually they say in the video to only use 1. I use 2, 1 for each side, and that's really all I need. When I was researching about this product and how it works, there's a lot of like scientific wording, so I'm not gonna even attempt that. But what it actually does is like cross-link and bond damaged hair from either hot tools or brushing or like some type of aggressive friction. They said is how it like breaks over time, and this kind of like binds everything back together. It is my miracle product. I have super frizzy hair. I have super dry hair. I live in a really dry climate, and this has totally changed my hair game. I've actually had compliments on my videos of you guys wondering what I'm doing with my hair, and it's this guy here. I normally have super frizzy hair. I have really wavy hair, and I just put like 1 drop on this side, 1 drop on this side, and when you do it, you're just supposed to like press it in, then drag it down and kind of just like bond your hands together. I don't know, but it instantly tames the frizz, makes it shiny. As far as ingredients, it is a Clean by Sephora brand, so no harsh chemicals in here. It has vitamin D, C, and E in there, and it also has green tea. So a lot of cool ingredients, but I just love the effect that it gives because it makes my hair so tame. I feel like since using it, it's definitely less frizzy. I only wash my hair maybe twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, and I normally do it on day 1, and I don't have to do it for the remaining days of my hair cycle, and then I wash my hair, do it again. It kind of just keeps it contained for like days at a time. It's a magical product. Highly recommend. I know a lot of girls at work also use number 6, which is the bonding cream. So if you don't want to do an oil, you can do it that way, and it also does a great job. Even if you just want to do it at the ends, like maybe you have like split ends, it's supposed to help repair with that. So I really have been enjoying it. Again, it's $28, and I literally use 2 drops of this. Like I've been using this, I would say like 3 times a week usually. I've been using this about 3 times a week since I got it, and I haven't even made a dent. So it's going to last me a really long time. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please bear with me as I figure out the setup to make sure it is the best possible with sound and lighting and all that such. But I love your feedback. Is this better? What do you think? Do you want more of a beauty background? Do you want more homey? Let me know. Thank you so much for coming by today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.